Hi, I'm Stacey and welcome to my Book Nook. And welcome to today's wrap up. I have to think about that for a second. So let's get started with the stats for January. So I read 6 books in January, which I'm rather proud of. And that is a total of 2,141 pages. My average rating was really high, so it was 4.5, which is ridiculously high. All of these books were at least a 4-star. 3 of those were new authors to me, and 3 of those were authors I've already read from before, and 3 of them were series, and 3 of them were standalones. The first book that I read was a digital book. And it was the only digital book I read, and that is The Charm Offensive by Alison Cochrun. And I did really enjoy this book. It was just really cute, it had really good representation, and especially mental health representation. I thought it was done in a really, really good way. So that one I gave 4 stars. And I'm kind of going to whiz through this today because I don't have an awful lot of time, just so you know. The next book that I read was Bloodmarked by Tracy, Deonn, and this is the second book in the Legendborn series. I never told you what the Charm Offensive was about. Of course I didn't. Let's say that now. So the Charm Offensive is about a kind of like a Bachelor style TV show where this tech billionaire is the Bachelor and he's made to date all these women, but instead he's falling in love with one of the producers who is a man. And it was really cute. Okay. So now let's go for Bloodmarked. So Legendborn follows Bree, who is this character here, and she kind of finds out about magic and finds out that there is a secret society which is based on Arthurian legend, but it's way more than that because it's like closely related to Arthurian legend, and it's very much real. So it's got magic, it's got demons, it's just really fun, and I really, really enjoyed it. And this one I gave 5 stars, and I gave Legendborn 5 stars too. So this is a 5-star series so far, and I am really enjoying it, and I cannot wait for the next one. So, the next one that I read is The Appeal by Janice Hallett, and oh my god, okay. So, I'm straight off the bat going to tell you that I gave this one 5 stars because it was so much fun to do all the detective work alongside the characters in here and trying to figure out what on earth was happening. And this is all told mostly through emails, but then there's some other mixed media in here as well. And it was just really interesting. It was really quick for me to get through. I think because the emails, quite a few of them, they're quite short. Let's see if I can find an example. Yeah, so there's each of these separate emails. You get through it really quickly. There aren't chapter headings, so I just kind of read until I found a good place to stop, which isn't easy when there's no chapter headings. But I enjoyed this a lot. I should tell you what this is about. So this is about a murder. It's a murder mystery, and is about this appeal for a little girl's cure for cancer. And so first we're trying to figure out who died, and we're trying to figure out who killed them and why, and there's a lot of other things going on that throughout you're thinking, well, that's shady. That's not right. Something is happening here. And you've just got so many little clues to figure it all out, and it was so interesting, and it's definitely going to be worth a reread to see if I can see how the author is putting it together. So anyway, yes, 5 stars for the appeal. The next one that I read was Snow Glass Apples by Neil Gaiman and Colleen Doran, and I gave this one, what did I give it? I gave it 4 stars. Because it's really short. It's quite an interesting take on Snow White. The artwork is just stunning. Yeah. Just to give you an idea, like, it's just beautiful. And I enjoyed it. I really liked it. I like fairy tale retellings, and it's cute, and, well, it's not cute. But I also really like, at the end, how they've got lots of development drawings, I suppose, sketches and things. I love seeing that kind of thing. So that was my next one. And next one I read, I gave 4.5 stars, and that is Defend the Dawn by Brigid Kemmerer. I believe I gave the first book in this, which is Defy the Night, 5 stars. So it's not quite up there. So I liked it as a continuation of the series goes. I really enjoyed it. So the first one follows a girl, and I can't remember her name right now. It's lost me, hang on. Tessa, follows Tessa, and she is, it's almost Robin Hood-esque. She is stealing from the rich to give to the poor, but she's stealing medicine to give to the poor. This goes on to talk about kind of revolution, and it's a kingdom involved. It's got lots of politics, which I love, and it's just really interesting, and I enjoyed it. It was good. And the last one that I read was Godkiller by Hannah Kaner, and this, first of all, it's a really gorgeous edition. Let's just put it there. So beautiful. And this follows Kissin, who's a Godkiller, and it also follows a knight called Elagast and a young noble called Inara, who is kind of tied to the god of white lies, who's called Skedi. We're following their adventure, and I don't really want to say too much more than that. What I do want to say is that I gave this 4.5 stars, and I really, really liked it. I loved the world building and how gods just are. I just love the way it's done, and I also love that Kissin is a disabled main character. Brilliant. It's got mental health rep, and I just really enjoyed it. I like, for such a short book, because it is less than 300 pages, it packed a lot in, and it packed a punch. And I enjoyed the hell out of it, and I'm really excited to see what happens next in the world, and to see a bit more of the world and how it's taken shape, etc. So yes, last thing I read was Godkiller, and I loved it. So that's everything that I read in January. Let me know if you've read any of those, if you enjoyed them or not, and tell me what you read in January. If you liked this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Why do I keep yawning? It's not even that early. Oh, I should have had a tea before this, jeez.